Thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity to tell you about some experiments of citizens' involvement in the creation of digital contents for rural areas. I will talk about Wikilab's Monuments Terre dell'Ufita experience, and also some work we did on the Wikivoyage platform. Rafael, please go ahead. So the first thing to say is that rural marginal areas suffer particularly from digital divide. According to a study carried out last year by the AGI Italian agency, and based on research carried out in 2021, 4 million Italians have no internet access, and 22 million Italian complain of internet malfunction. It means 1 Italian out of 3, let's say. And that's why we can speak of a sort of virtual isolation. Next slide, please, Raffaele. Thanks to the Kinesis project and thanks to Wikimedia Italia, and in cooperation with some local association, like also the Proloco Frigento that I represent, we had the opportunity to organize several initiatives to promote rural areas' cultural heritage, and especially these two that we put in place, that are Wikivoyage and Wikilab's Monuments, because we think that the creation of online open content, especially for the younger generation, can be an innovative and a very useful way to tell the territory they live in. Please, Raffaele. So the first one I want to talk about is Wikivoyage. I don't know if you have ever heard about it or if you have ever used Wikivoyage. It is the free and I think the biggest worldwide travel guide that everyone can edit. First of all, we had a meeting with Wikimedia Italia. I want to say thank you, Marco. I know you are here because with their talk you introduced Wikivoyage to students and to the citizens of our area. And then with 8 meetings that we had with the local students from the Frigento High School, we had the opportunity to create several Wikivoyage space for the municipalities of Terre dell'Ufita, both in Italian and in English. If you, Raffaele, can go back, and you can click on the picture. We can visit the, okay, this is the page we created for Frigento in English that didn't exist before this experience with the Wikivoyage. And as you can see, there are several information like, for example, how to reach Frigento from the Naples airport, how to reach Frigento by train, what to see in this city, and how many restaurants where you can, how many B&Bs, for example, there are. So are all very useful information for tourists that, for example, that can visit the website and discover what they can find in Frigento. So we can see that to find this digital divide, citizens have to understand that they can be an active part of local culture dissemination, and that also acquiring knowledge in creating open contents online can be useful both for them and for their territory. Go back to the slides, please, Raffaele. Thank you. Next slide. The second one I want to talk about is Wikilab's Monuments, the Wikilab's Monuments contest. That is the worldwide photography contest to encourage people to take pictures of local monuments to upload as open contents online on Wikimedia Commons. The first edition has been organized in the Netherlands in 2010. And they collected 12,500 pictures. Here we also have the picture that won the contest. While the second edition of the contest involved 18 European countries, Italy was not involved yet. and for a total of 168,208 pictures. This one is the one that won the contest. I think it is from Romania, if I remember. Go to the next slide. In the framework of Wikilove Monuments, it is also possible to organize local contests. Italy is the nation that has the highest number of local contests. You can see the list on the left. And last year, in 2022, we had the first local contest in the Campania region. That was Wikilove's Monuments Terre dell'Ufita. Go to the next slide. We involved 12 different municipalities, and we collected. If you, Raffaele, please click on the picture. It is also possible to see the pictures that participate in the contest. We collected 76 new pictures of Terre dell'Ufita as open contents online. So it was very good, because was the first time we organized the contest. Please go back to the slide, Raffaele. Next slide, please. The organizers were Professor Iana Monti, Gerardo Genoa, and I. And we also had a jury, because they were asked to evaluate the pictures. They are, of course, very expert in the field. Please go to the next slide. The third prize was won by Noemi from the local school of Frigento, with the picture of the Frigento First World War memorial. Congratulations. And go ahead. The second prize was won from another guy from Frigento. He's 13 years old student from Frigento, with a picture of the Saint Rocco Church. And the first prize was this, I think, amazing picture of the municipality of Bisaccia, called The Moon on Bisaccia. So both for the third prize and for the second prize, as you can see, it was very nice involvement of local students that won this prize. Go ahead, Raffaele. These are some other pictures that participated in the contest. Go ahead. And we also a special mention to Alessandro from Bisaccia with this picture of Bisaccia Castle, because Castles was the main theme of the last edition of Wikilove Monuments. Go ahead, Raffaele. These are some pictures of the ceremony, the prize ceremony. So to sum up, we can say that work on open contents online in cooperation with Wikimedia it has been a very nice opportunity for young people and citizens to acquire knowledge and disseminate the local culture heritage in a very innovative and useful way, as active part of their place of Terre dell'Ufita. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can raise your hand. You can write the question in the chat. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now thank you, Antonio.